Welcome to another morning manifestation session. And I am your host, Samion, leader and founder of One Transformation Center, where we celebrate humanity. And it is our intention, our focus, our mission to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships across the globe. Today is Monday, May 29th, also known as Memorial Day here in the United States. Take a moment, tap in, let us know where you're tuning in from this morning. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Also, take a moment and like the stream. Comment and let us know where you're tuning in from this morning. Let us know where you're tuning in from this morning. And also use the hashtag Morning Manifestation Session. Yes, this is another one of those 5 a.m. clubs. We're starting that back up again. And it's Monday. It's weekday. All right, for those who are unaware, have been here before, have not been here before, this is what we do. We are your proverbial gas station. We fill you up. We get you ready for the day so that you go out there fully equipped. Be your best and highest self. So we give thanks for this opportunity. Each morning we begin with 3 deep breaths. I call them the breaths of life. This is so frequently we forget to breathe. Consciously we do, that is. Subconsciously we're always breathing. And when we forget to breathe, it lowers the oxytocin that's flowing through our body, that gives us the energy and the action. It decreases our thinking, our thought power. It decreases our energy levels. It causes us to react instead of responding. So we're going to make it purposeful for us to begin with 3 breaths. And behind these breaths, we want to, with each inhale, allow, accept, and embrace everything that is working for our best and highest good. Everything. Every idea, every thought, every people, every person, place, and thing. And with each exhale, we are releasing everything, everyone, every idea, every thought, every limited belief that is preventing us from being our best self. That's preventing us from being intentional, from being present, from being mindful. So let's begin and take a deep breath. Inhale with me. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Let it all go. Again, inhale through your nose. And exhale. One last breath. Inhale through your nose as deep as you can, allowing the air to filter through your body. Inhale. And release. Now begin to move your shoulders. Shrug them up and down, move them around in circles. Shake your arms. Shake your arms loose. releasing the tension. Can you begin to feel the blood flowing more quickly, more swiftly throughout your body? Yes, it feels good, doesn't it? That's what it feels like to be alive. Let's transition now to our oath of manifestation, which I call our Declaration of Independence, our Emancipation Proclamation. It is the thing that gives us permission, the oath, the promise that we make to ourselves to be in alignment with everything that is seen and unseen, heard and unheard, that is known, that is intangible and tangible, that is expected and unexpected. I want you to declare this with me with absolute passion. And as we affirm, say it with me. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity, coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places, in my life and in the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. My acceptance makes it real. It opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. Through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I can feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous, I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I'm ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness, no matter what the appearances are. God is all there is. I let the God times roll, and so it is. Allow these words, this promise of manifestation that you've made, allow them to delve deep inside of yourself. Make themselves at home on the mantle of your heart. activate every cell in your being and give permission for your DNA to be in unison and harmony with everything that works together in your best and highest good. For you are absolutely deserving. Yes, you are. Now we will transition over to our affirmative reading of the day, which comes from A Course in Miracles. You can find that at www.acim.org. www.acim.org. And today's lesson comes from, this is what it looks like. Today's lesson is a reminder. It's also, we continue our review of part 4 review, which reminds us that for our minds hold only what we think with God. It reminds us to keep our minds, to have our minds, to hold only, to focus only, to possess only, to concentrate only what it thinks with God. So it is so easily to be distracted. There's so much going on around us that we can very easily get distracted. We can let go of what we knew to be true, what is for our best and highest good. We can get so focused on what is not true. We can get so focused on what is not present, on the temporary instead of what is permanent, what is consistent. We get so distracted by these false narratives, by these illusions, by fear, false evidence appearing real, that we forget who we are and whose we are. Here's the reason why it is so important for us to remember to keep our minds focused on God, to keep our minds in alignment with God's will, God's plan. Or for those of you out there who say, well, I'm not really religious. Well, let's say it like this. Keep your mind focused on the divine plan, the master plan, the Creator's plan. Keep your mind focused on being that which you agreed to be when you came into this soul expression. You agreed to be with your soul contract, remembering that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So many of us are caught up in the idea of trying to figure out who we are spiritually, when the reality is there is something about us that is whole, perfect, and complete, that never changes. And that is your spirit. That is your spirit, because that is the extension and the reflection. That is the illumination of the Master Creator, of our higher divinity, of our God self. That doesn't need our help with getting an understanding of what it is. It knows, it's certain, it's without doubt. But it's when we have our priorities out of order that we forget that it doesn't need our help. It just needs us to show up and be that quality vehicle, that vessel that allows it to demonstrate its excellence, its mastery in this human experience. That allows us to play its role, that allows it to play its role in society, to play its role in humanity, to be the light for the world to see, to remind others of the opportunity and the promise that has been made, the power that is invested in it. That's why it's important for our minds to hold only what we think with God. Why? Because when it doesn't, now we are operating from the space of ego, E-G-O, which is the acronym for edging God out, which is the home of fear, anxiety, depression, which is the home for lack, failure, pain, death, limitations, which is the home for loss, which is when you can't see any, all you can see is clouds. And it's not even real clouds, to be honest with you, it's fog. Because the clouds are meant for you to rise above. Fog keeps your vision blurred. Say this with me. My mind holds only what I think with God. Begin to shift yourself and to release these ideas of anything else, as if it is more prominent, more prevalent, more powerful than the plan that God has, than your victory. I heard a story yesterday of a father telling their daughter that they are broke and they're going to be homeless. As a father of 4, with some 4 biological children, with many bonus children, that's one of the hardest things that you ever want to concede to your children. Why? Because that space denotes failure, as if you failed them. Well, I'm here to tell you that today, the only way that you can fail is if you've been failed. If you sincerely believe that the master creator, that which has created heaven and earth and the firmaments thereof, that which gave you the opportunity to live, to breathe, to eat, provided you the nutrients and the access, that which created the space for you to have a job, to have a home, to have transportation, that which created you and gave you the strength each and every day to continue to move forward. You are saying that that energy, that presence has failed you. Is that what you truly mean? Is that your absolute truth, or are you speaking from a space of frustration? See, it's time to be honest with ourselves. Because our ego in society has created a narrative that is constantly confusing us, that lacks substance, that is false on its basis. Look around you, and I guarantee you, you will see more than you've given yourself credit for. But I want you to know that the moments that you're experiencing right now, they're not happening to you, they're happening for you. And when you begin to shift your mind from a space of victimization to victory, you realize that this too is happening for your best and highest good. That there is a plan for your life, a plan to prosper you and not to harm you. A plan to give you hope and freedom. But you just have to get yourself and your ego out of the way so that you can fully harness the spoils of that plan, the promises of that plan. One of the two reminders of today, which is the lessons that we are reviewing, and they are derived from 137 and 138. And the first one reminds us, when I am healed, I am not healed alone. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. Most time we're thinking about the space of healing and we're thinking just from a physical perspective. And some of us have even gone as far to think that our spirits are sick, that our souls have come to a space of moral destitute. I'm here to tell you today that is not the case. That again is a narrative that's been shared with you to control you, to prevent you from being the best and highest version with you, to give you an idea that you're not worthy. When the truth is, you truly are. You're more than enough. You're more than worthy. Why? Because you're created in the image and the reflection of the Master Creator. When God sees you, your ancestors see you, they don't see you with a space of sadness or disappointment. They see you as a reflection of themselves, operating in a capacity differently than they were able to. You know, there's a song, there's a phrase in the song that says, heal your mind and the rest will follow. When we begin to heal ourselves, when we begin to relinquish these ideas, this identity, these limited beliefs, when we begin to release this hate, this fear, this frustration, this agitation, this division, this separation, then and only then will we become healed. And by doing so, we unconsciously give other people permission to be healed as well. Say this with me. Repeat after me. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. Let's say it one more time. When I am healed, I am not healed alone. Let's give some substance to this. I don't think you realize this, But you are the one that's preventing your family from being healed. You are the one that's preventing your family from being whole. You are the one that's contributing to your family repeating these generational cycles. You are the one that's preventing your community from being peaceful. Your community from being abundant and prosperous. You are the one that's creating the chaos and that's bringing the chaos into your relationships. It is you. It all begins and ends with you. So when you make the conscious decision to be healed, to be peace, to be love without conditions, to be that everlasting joy, to be grace, to be abundant, to be prosperous. When you relinquish lack, that lack mentality, then lack no longer exists. It begins with you. Everything that you see around you is an extension and reflection of you. If you don't like it, change it. Change it. Well, you say, how do I change it? Let's begin here. Let's begin by making heaven the decision you make. See, you've heard me say this before, but in one of the prayers it says, when we speak, that everyone knows pretty much across the country, around the world, regardless of your belief system, you know the Lord's Prayer. You know, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Many of us think that heaven is this thing that that we're looking to escape to after we finish living this life. Well, I'm challenging you that heaven is the thing that you have access to right now, just by changing your mind. That you have the ability to experience it here and this right now moment. Just think about it for a moment. What does heaven look like to you? What is the experiences that you think about when you think of heaven? What is the joy that you receive when you see yourself or others having those heavenly experiences? All of these things exist right now. You've just been taught to ignore them. However, now we're pulling back the covers. We are removing the blinders from your eyes and giving you access to all that is heaven right here and right now. Heaven is where sickness no longer exists. Heaven is where peace is abundant and continuous. Heaven is when you operate from a limitless perspective, when you're truly tuned in and tapped in to the power that is invested in you. Heaven is when you see the fulfillment of your desires and your wishes. Heaven is when you give yourself permission to live, to experience, to expand. Heaven is where love exists and pain is no more. Let heaven be the decision you make today. I'll say it again. Let heaven be the decision that you make today. Whatever heaven is for you, whatever heaven means to you, let that be your guiding decisions today. Be the love you desire to see. Be the peace you desire to receive, you desire to experience. Be the abundance that you desire to have on a consistent basis. Give to someone who doesn't have, and now you realize that you have more than you perceived. Say it with me. Heaven is the decision I must make. Heaven is the decision I must make. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about it. I can no longer move in the way that I once moved before. I can no longer be the way I've been before. I can no longer see the way I saw things before. I can no longer think the way that I thought before. It is killing me. It is depriving me of opportunity. It is creating limitations that feel like shackles. Release that today. Just let it go. Let it go. And have God's will to be done in your life. Have God's promise to be fully manifested in your life. Give yourself access to love in a way that you've never experienced it before. Trust the process. Trust the process. For it is here for you. Realize that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you and with you. You have the power to make significant contributions to life. Just choose to do so. Choose to do so. Let's move to a space of prayer. Father, Mother God, I give thanks for this moment today, this wonderful reminder. Another opportunity for our minds to be in alignment with your will, your way, your purpose, your plan. Another opportunity to realize love in its most unconditional, limitless space. To realize peace that surpasses all understanding. Truth that is unblemished and unnegotiated. God, we thank you so much for the expansion of our territories, for you constantly blessing us indeed. And enlarging our territories, enlarging our perspectives, enlarging the opportunities that we have to be more of a light and reflection of who you are. We give thanks for today for the lives that we touch knowingly and unknowingly. We give thanks today for the oath of manifestation that we made to ourselves, the promises that we made to ourselves, and to give access to the unexpected and the expected. We give thanks in advance for it. For when it happens, we may not be able to see it or realize it as it is in that real-time space, but yet we thank you in advance for the many blessings. We thank you in advance for creating solutions in the spaces where it seemed like there were not. We thank you in advance for closing doors that needed to be closed so that we can be available to those that are open, those that are here to support us in our best and highest good, those that are here to align us with the promise and the prosperity that you have created for us, those that are here to show us and to allow us to re-examine what we think about love, to relinquish limitations. Have your will to be done today on earth as it is in heaven, in our lives, in our brothers and sisters' lives, our mothers and fathers' lives, and the strangers that we pass by on a daily basis, those who seem to be depraved, seem to be lack. We just ask for complete restoration complete restoration. The money that seemed to have escaped us, that it will be restored to us 100-fold. We give thanks to it. We give thanks to the expansion of our mindset, of our consciousness, granting us opportunity to experience a greater sense of who we are and whose we are. We just simply say thank you for blessing us indeed. Thank you for keeping us safe from any harm and danger. Thank you for being our ultimate protector. Thank you for all things, big and small. And may your will continue to be done on earth as it is in heaven, from this day forward and forevermore. And so it is. And so it is. If you missed any part of today's session, please feel free to go back and check us out here on YouTube at One Transformation Center. Just go back to the beginning and also share with other people so that they may have access to it as well. We believe in you. And we just encourage you to keep your mind in alignment with what God thinks. What God thinks. You know, as our mission is to inspire, motivate, and heal lives and relationships, we encourage you to support our mission with a donation. And you can simply go to Giveify. Simply go to Giveify, whether online or through the app, and type in One Transformation Center and make any denomination that you see fit. And I'm also putting it in the chat. As we are a not-for-profit entity, we make so things move as you contribute, as you donate. And in addition, we'd like to thank you for investing in your transformation. And we hope that you continue to join us daily at 5 a.m., that you become a consistent subscriber to the 5 a.m. club throughout the weekdays. We're also here on the weekends as well. Currently it's 8 o'clock, but we may move it back to 6. Not sure yet. We're just allowing ourselves to be present in the moment, as we want you to be able to, as we focus on the whole self, the mind, body, and the soul. And we want you to be able to recover. Be able to recover on the weekend so that you can be the best version of yourself. You can be truly fine-tuned, filled up. Because how you start your day is how it ends. Or another great philosophers may have said, how you begin is how you finish. So again, we thank you for investing in your transformation. We hope that you continue to be with us. And at any time, feel free to go to our social media spaces at One Transformation Center on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. On Twitter, it is OTC Atlanta, One Transformation Center Atlanta. Let us know you stopped by. Use the hashtag Morning Manifestation. We give thanks for you and all that you are. Remember, as you go forward today, continue to be the change you desire to see. We love you. We honor you. For you are worthy. You are worthy. Be great. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Guess what? I see God in you. Until next time, good people. Until next time.